His wife leads Love Umbrella Network Loon. Yes, he's the leader of Love Umbrella Network, a social enterprise aimed at raising love ambassadors and spreading love around the world. Together, they champion a global movement to raise 1 billion love ambassadors, strengthen families, and spread agape love through books, podcasts, and relationship conferences. Victor holds a PhD in information and communication engineering. He is the founder of V Consulting, and he currently serves as a pastor at Mosaic Christian Community. Okay, Victor and Joy are blessed with a son, Eden, and they together known as the V's family. Let us welcome our fourth speaker, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. V, Pastor V. Pastor V, over to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Please, am I audible?
Loud and clear, you're loud and clear.
All right, I want to say a very big shout out to my big brothers and sisters that have spoken earlier. One of the disadvantages of being the last person to speak is that everything would have been said. Well, I think it makes the job easier. So I won't have to go over everything again. All right. So I'm just assuming that after all has been said, there are probably 2 or 3 categories of people here. All right. There's a category of people that are inspired. So you know what to do based on everything that you have heard today. And there are a category of people that is feeling overwhelmed and intimidated. I hope there's no such people here. All right. They don't know where to start. All right, what to do, and is feeling like everything is just turning on its own or turning upside down. All right. But what I have to tell everyone is that you have a unique problem that is attached to your name, right? There's a unique problem that is attached to the name of everyone. And one way or the other, God would have been communicating that thing to you. All right. If only you would patiently listen to everything that has been said, all right, and pay attention to the details of your life, you realize that it, things are not blurry. All right. You just need to focus and listen to the inner voice of God within you. So I will just mention some things here that stop people from innovating. All right. Our big sister Kumana, happy birthday once again, Coca Treats. She has talked about idea block where people cannot think about fresh ideas. All right. So you have to know how you get ideas. So I will speak for myself. How I get ideas, I don't know. How do you get ideas? Some people get ideas when they are beating. I'm one of those people. Where they're in the washroom, I'm one of those people. All right. So some people get ideas when they are praying. I'm also one of those people. All right. Some people get ideas when they are reading the Bible. I'm also one of those people. I can spend 10 hours on one verse. All right. But you have to know how you get ideas. Then you have to know the people that are they spark your ideas, right? So I began to realize this in, I think, 2013 or 2012. All right, this is when it dawned on me that it's not everybody that sparks ideas. So I was with my brother, my pastor, my mentor. All right, and it took some of us to go and pray, and during that conversation, all right, that was where a new season for me began. All right, and again around 2016 or thereabouts, I was also attending a conference, and as I was just listening, it just felt like the heavens over me were opened, and I could see new surges of inspiration. So it's not everybody, all right, that can spark these things. And for those that read the Bible, all right, if you remember when Mary was pregnant, the angel told her that go and meet Elizabeth, right? Because there are some people when they speak, the babies inside you is going to leap, all right. Then another thing you want to do now is to capture your ideas. People waste ideas. All right, people waste a lot of ideas, so you have to learn to capture your ideas. All right, but it's not enough to capture ideas. You also have to learn to implement those ideas. You have to sort the ideas. You have to arrange the ideas. So from time to time, in fact, there's hardly anything, any problem that you are supposed to solve that God will not have communicated to you through the element of the things that is happening around you. So you have to learn to connect the ideas, arrange the ideas, meditate on the ideas. All right. And as you are doing that, so there's a time you have a business idea, but that business idea is not really the main thing, right? It's just an idea about an idea. All right. So, which leads me to let me just keep going. Imposter syndrome. They've also talked about it when you feel there's nothing unique about you. All right. The truth is that in your light we see light. All right. As we follow, I believe there are about two or three types of people. There are people that are creative. Creative in the sense that they bring out ideas that people have not seen before. But it's not everybody that is really like that. And I can say that there are very few people even on net that are really, really like that. All right. Most people are innovative. All right, which means they can see something and repackage it in a way that is new. All right. But we maybe just have very few creative people that create something entirely new. All right, in a lifetime. All right. So however, uh, we can recreate things. For instance, the concept of the car is not created in that sense because they got the idea from an animal, from animals, the way they, the way they move. All right, airplanes, all right, is not totally new because the idea was so you can be innovative. You can check your environment, all right, and capture those ideas. So that means you have to have a open mind. But where I think a lot of people really have problem is in the process of capturing. All right, many people don't really have a logical way of capturing things, and when they capture it, they never go back to it again. All right, for those of us that read the Bible, what we know as the Bible today, especially the epistles, they were collection of letters. All right, that Paul wrote, to the church. All right, in different parts of the world. All right, but they were gathered together, and that is, imagine if that was a product. That's like a best-selling product. All right, some people have received ideas about problems to be solved, but they just lost those things because they never paid attention to it. So I'll skip all these things. There's analysis paralysis. Let me just talk about that. So sometimes you are just thinking and overthinking the thing that, what will I do? How will I do this thing? What if, what if, what if? The truth is, there will always be reasons why something must not succeed. There's something that is called the lesson of the road. There are certain things that you can only learn it when you have started it. All right. If you don't start it, you are not going to learn it. All right. If you don't start it, people are not even going to support you. There are certain people that will only support you when they see you moving. If you are not moving, if you ask for their support, they are not going to do anything about it. All right. So there's the impact illusion, and there are times where you feel like you are making impact, but you are not really solving any problem, which is going to lead me to one of the things I'm going to talk about. All right. So I've talked briefly about the life cycle of an idea. It begins with the birth of an idea, but I would like to say that this is really not the beginning of the life cycle of the idea. The beginning of the life cycle of an idea, it begins with empathy. All right. It begins with compassion. It's when you are compassionate that you can really trust the ideas that you have. All right. So when you are compassionate about something, then you can have ideas about how to relieve the people of the problem. Any idea that is born without compassion for the people that have the idea is not totally a solution to their problem. All right. And that, I believe, is one of the differences between a social innovator and an ordinary innovator. All right, a social innovator is constantly thinking about how to use the elements available to solve the problems of people. That's the difference between a social entrepreneur and an ordinary entrepreneur. An ordinary entrepreneur can make money out of anything, right? They know how to sell, they can make money. But a social entrepreneur, beyond the money, all right, they are looking forward to solving problems. All right, so the birth of the idea, the validation of the idea, that's where you have processed it and tested it. Then the prototyping, and I believe a lot of people also have issues with this. When they have this idea, they want to start it big. All right. Many times, people fail really in this level because they don't know how to build small models of what they are looking for. So let's say you have a big business idea The idea that you have the idea does not mean you can do it. All right. It doesn't mean at that moment you are even qualified to do it. All right. But knowing how to build a prototype could mean for the next 3 months, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to register in this place, or I'm going to be an apprentice in this place and learn how to build a prototype. Once you build a prototype, you don't know really if it's working. And when you build the prototype, another thing you want to do, all right, is to get feedback. All right, so you have a idea to solve a problem somewhere. You want to build a prototype. I love what Dr. Mark said. He said this bra advocate started as a Zoom meeting. A lot of people are going to be thinking about what money is it going to cost to start it. What am I going to do? I don't have resources. I don't have people. I don't have that. The money for it comes after you have started. The people come after you started, because for every vision, all right, there is a provision if it is a real vision. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker anyway. All right, and this is design thinking. All right, is a methodology that it's kind of reverse engineering when you design based on the needs of people. There are many times we create programs, and of course, I remind myself this from time to time. There are many times we create program because it is our idea, but we don't put ourselves in the shoes of the people that are really benefiting from that thing. That is this the best solution that they can get from this thing? All right. So it begins with empathy, just like I've said earlier. Then it also extends to having a clear definition of the problem people have. So let's say you have empathy. I believe everybody on this call, you should have compassion towards someone. And when people don't have idea, I think it's a compassion problem, really. Because if you have compassion towards everybody that is here, after this call, you're going to chat up with some of them and probably ask them that, okay, so what do you need? How can I be of help? And you'll be surprised at how many ideas is going to come from it. And in case you feel you don't have the skill or the abilities, all right, there are many, many opportunities to even acquire those things, and serving those people, or giving the gift, or trading your gift, your time, your talent, or whatever it is that you have, of course. And there's also AI. I believe nobody has any excuse again. What AI delivers to us is almost like a university. All right, then we have the ideation, then we have the prototyping and the testing. All right, so I've talked about starting small and testing fast. Whatever it is you want to do, it is important to know how to start it small. If you can't start it small, then you have to speak to the right people. We should surround ourselves with people that they are doers, and people that speak the language of faith. All right, there are times where you have an idea and you speak it to some people. If you speak it to the wrong people, they can kill it. All right. But there are some people that you speak it to, they give you clarity on how to go about it. All right. So the lesson there, I know they told us that when you have an idea, don't talk about it. That is important because you have to protect it from certain people. All right. But it is also important to find the right people to talk to it about it. All right. Because in discussing it to get clarity. All right, then talk to end users early also. The only way you can innovate, the only way you can grow whatever it is you are doing is to get feedback from the people that you are sent to. Even Jesus, my Lord and my Savior, he asked that, who do people say I am? All right, that's a feedback system, because you have to know whether you are effective in that which you are doing, right? And there's also the embrace fail forward. All right. So when we see organizations that are successful, I was watching the interview of the music that's the music producer and singer Gaze Baba. All right. What's that latest song now? No Turning Back. I have decided to follow Jesus. All right. And he was saying that he has been in the music industry for 15 years. All right. But a lot of people don't know that. And people only see you when you emerge. But the truth is, all those periods where you are falling, they are actually movements towards the forward direction. So whatever idea you have, I'm telling you, it may not be the real idea. It may not be the main idea. But if you don't implement it, you won't find the main idea that God wants you to solve. All right. Um, I think I'm almost done now. So I'll just close with this first point. All right, to settle your why. All right. You go to settle your why. What is really motivating you? Why are you embarking on this thing? Is it because of fame, because of money, or whatever? Why are you really embarking on it? Then you find your right community. All right. If you're a tech developer, all right. If you are trying to innovate in tech, All right, you have to find the right community. There are a lot of forums, there are a lot of groups uh, online where you can be a part of a what people are building, all right, and even take some challenges that can inspire you, all right, to do more in the direction of what you're trying to build. Then there's the place of stepping out boldly. So fear is not a friend of an innovator. Whether what you are developing is content for social media or whatever it is, I would just say that one of the ways to overcome fear is to love yourself so much. All right. I know that a lot of people don't like to listen to themselves when they speak. A lot of people don't like to even watch themselves, like watch themselves, the video of themselves. They say, turn it off, turn it off. I don't like myself. I don't like how I look. The truth is, if you don't like how you look, how do you expect people, all right, to to love it? Even if they love it, how do you expect to get feedback from them on what to improve? It is in loving yourself that you can love your product, and it is in loving your product and using your product that you can know what to improve and how to improve on it. One of the men of people that I admire around the world, he says that after every time he speaks, that he sit down to watch it again to know what is going to improve on. All right. So if you want to step out boldly, you have to first of all settle that part of self-love, to love yourself and to love what you do. All right. Beyond any other thing. And finally, getting feedback and iterating. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we have been able to get one or two things from this session. I would like to end on this point. Thank you, and hand over back to the MC. Madam MC, please, if you are there, over to you.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you so much, Pastor, for that powerful presentation. We really appreciate you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let us appreciate Mr. V for that session, for that powerful and impactful fact and, meaty presentation, fact-based and meaty